Hey guys, I have another video here to show what the 1800X Ryzen can do. I'm going to be rendering about a 5-minute video. It's a little over 5 minutes. It's going to be a variable bit rate 2-pass. So, it's going to run through it twice here. You can see it's multiple clip, multiple audio tracks, multiple cuts, all that stuff. While I'm rendering this, I'm also going to be using a computer recorder. This isn't a separate capture card or anything like that. It's CPU and GPU based, writing to the hard drives, no separate hardware taking care of it. And in the middle of this, I'm also going to be running a 3D slicer program for my 3D printer and saving that to a flash drive. So while running all these other applications, I'm going to see how long it takes to do a 2-pass on a video that's a little over 5 minutes with multiple cuts and tracks. As you can see here, I'm setting up the VBR 2-pass, maximum render depth. I'm also setting the bit rate a little high. It is a 1080 60 frame per second, so it doesn't have to be anything ridiculous, but I just usually set it for 20-bit target, 50 max. Might be a little overkill, but I usually have the best results with that. You can see I have the graph up running, like I did last time. You can see as the CPUs get going there, the memory count's also going up. We're going to see the memory actually hit about 75% once I have the 3D slicer program running for the printer. And also know, while it's rendering here, I'm also recording at maximum quality settings at 60 frames per second for 1080p. The recording software I have maxed out as far as quality settings go. Here I'm searching for something to print out. Just going to do a simple fidget cap for a 608 bearing. Just wanted to find something quick here to throw in while this was rendering. On top of it all, I'm also extracting something as well. To tell you the truth, even though I have a Adobe Media Encoder running in the background here, I'm not telling a difference at all with it, that it's actually working fairly hard in something. Everything was smooth, quick, responsive. Now here's the 3D slicer program. Import these in there, make the settings, save it to an SD card to send out to the printer. This isn't even one of the more recent Cura programs. It's actually a few versions old, and even this is running pretty smooth with all that stuff going on. You figure I'm recording 60 frames a second at 1080p to the hard drive, mostly CPU based, running a 3D slicer program, running a fairly large rendering program in the background. Now here I'm gonna save it to an SD card, send that out. See here, everything's being pretty responsive. Nothing seems to be bogging this thing down right now. And here you can see, because I had Cura running and doing all the other stuff, I was using up a decent amount of my memory there. Now I understand I was running several large applications, but I'm actually going to be ordering another couple sticks of memory here to give myself about 32 gigs. As you saw there, everything was pretty smooth and responsive, but I don't like the idea that I'm using up over 70% of my memory, especially once the CPU's handling it so well, so I'm going to be upping it to 32 gigs here soon. Now we can see Adobe Media Encoder is just finishing up with the second pass, and you can see there, it finished up I believe it was about a 5-minute, 10-second video, made 2 passes on it, ran all that other stuff, 3D slicing programs, extracting, all while recording a CPU-based recorder, and it finished up a 5-minute, 10-second video 2-pass in just under 10 minutes. That's pretty damn impressive. I cannot get over this thing's multitasking and workload capabilities. I mean, it's just been crunching out everything that I've been throwing at it. And other than me using up over 70% of my memory, this thing has just eaten everything. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.